181. Hey, everybody. Welcome to NASCAR 2017. We got the end of the Daytona 500 here. Oh, wrong show.
Yeah.
Photo share discussion number 181. That's about
Right.
how many laps they've got done in the Daytona 500. About 181 laps, right? Pretty close, yeah. So, welcome, everybody. Last Sunday in February. What's this? 26th February. Man, it's going by fast. So, NASCAR season has started today. I guess this is the first official big race, right, Joe?
Yep, you bet.
Yep. Right. And the season ends like December. I mean, there's only like they only have like 3 days off, don't they? Doesn't the season
Basically, yeah.
January next year? Yeah.
These poor guys, man. Yeah, they.
Yeah, I mean, it's turned into, well, every sport's turned into a year-round thing anymore, you know, with playoffs and everything. But
And their season ends in November, so I mean, it's,
yeah. And did they do, what is it? Is it Las Vegas? Is that the final one, right?
No, it's Florida, actually.
Florida. Okay, yeah.
I think it's yeah.
Right before Thanksgiving, isn't it? Isn't it like right before
I
Thanksgiving?
think it is Florida because we're the second to the last race, Phoenix.
Yeah. It's a long season, but if you like NASCAR, it's you got a long time to watch it.
Yeah, to enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've got some new photography equipment this week. How about you guys? You guys buy anything? Get anything at this point?
Not photography related.
No. Uh-oh. Is this?
I bought a car.
Is this your new car? The Subaru? Is this your Subaru here?
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
one you were taking pictures of? So that's your new car?
Yeah, I just got a picture of the badge.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I saw the badge. I just thought, well, maybe he's shooting details of cars now.
Yeah. No, I just
Yeah. Oh,
haven't
Good.
needed
Which
detailed
one?
and get to a good spot to take pictures of it.
which one did you get? Which model?
I got the Legacy GT,
Oh, cool.
All right.
so it's got the turbo on it, like the WRX does.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a little more upscale, a little bit bigger of a car.
the 2-liter. Is it the 2-liter turbo?
2.5.
2.5 liter turbo. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got Pam got a she replaced her. We got a Subaru Impreza for her. Yeah, we just got that last month. But yeah, it would probably lose a race to the GT, I think.
Yeah.
But no, we really like it. It's been she's had it all of 2 weeks at this point, but it's a nice car. She likes to be able to sit up high and have a nice big greenhouse type thing, so she can see. And that car was the easiest one for her to see out of. We drove did the Golf, we did the Mazda 3, which is what she had before. The Civic. We drove the what was it? Did we drive the Cruise? No, we didn't drive the Cruise. The Elantra, the Sonata, and the Impreza was one that she could see out of the best. So
all these new cars, the pillars are so large now that it's
Yep.
really hard to see out of them.
Yeah, that's the one thing about my car, the Volt. The pillar is really wide. I mean, so it's but I'm fine with it. But yeah, when Pam drives the Volt, she's like, I can't see hardly at all because it's such a wide A pillar.
It's kind of funny because the pillars are for safety, safer, but not safe
making you
because you can't see around them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they're putting all these cameras all over the cars now.
Really, honestly,
you gotta have a camera to see outside.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, especially out of the rear of some of these vehicles. Like the seat pillar is awful in a lot of these. In the coupes, man. I mean, forget about it. I mean,
yeah. That's the Volt is definitely that way. I mean, there's a little window below that. There's a little spoiler on the deck and a little window below that. But I mean, mine has a backup camera with sensors, and I couldn't see driving that car without it. But Pam's car has we got the eyesight system on it, so it's got all the it's not self-driving, but it's got a lot of the whiz bang, apart from the lane, it beeps, it yells at you if you're doing stupid stuff.
Is that the dog version, Mark? Is that the car that has you can get like an optional dog version?
I think so. Yeah, Subaru. Yeah,
it is, right? I think
that's dog friendly. Yeah, they put in mats and all kinds of stuff for you. And that might be like the Outback or something. Yeah, but I mean, their whole pitch is like outdoorsy, active people. I mean, that's their pitch.
I thought that was the model of Subaru that you could get with the dog package.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But, well, cool. Yeah, congrats on the new car. It's a nice shot of it too. Heck, the emblem is always fun to shoot. So
yeah.
But yeah, well, that probably costs a little more than my camera. But
is that a new one?
Yeah.
Is that
no? It's a 2005.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's new to me because my last car was a 92.
Yeah.
My car was like from the century.
Yeah. It's like, man, the tech in this car is amazing.
You got a car from the 21st century now.
Yeah.
He got rid of his car from the last century. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, cool. That's good. Yeah, Subarus are good cars. My brother and his wife they've had Subarus for the last 10 years or whatever, and they really like them. And we've had friends that have had them. But yeah, so nice cars. I enjoy them. But yeah, I finally got my camera. It showed up on Thursday, I think. Yeah. So finally came. I don't know what it was. It was like held up in, I don't know, customs somewhere between China and New York, and it finally tracking number showed up on Wednesday.
Did you do an open box on that, Mark, or no?
No, I didn't. No. But this is what happened when you open the box. You get this.
Okay, so
it's wrapped in like a Velcro, like a microfiber thing.
Cool.
So yeah, I got it on Thursday.
So that's basically what size would you say you're holding right now? What is
this? Is like let me see, sheet of paper, 8.5.
Okay.
So what is that? About 8 inches wide by about 9 inches by about 2 inches deep.
Okay.
About 8 by 9 by maybe 4 inches deep. So it's pretty compact actually, and it weighs like just under 2 pounds. So it's just under a kilo in weight.
So it's about like an 8 by 10 frame type size.
Yeah, it's a little smaller than 8 by 10 frame. Okay. But yeah, I mean it can sit in my hand pretty easily. Yeah. And it's pretty lightweight. So I mean it's about the equivalent of a full size DSLR body. I mean that's if you take a full size DSLR, they're probably about 8 or 9 inches across by 4 or 5 inches high. So a little bigger than that maybe, but nice compact square. And then you take the little cover off, and it just attaches with Velcro seal, and then that's the camera, and it comes out of the bag.
Cool.
So this is the back of the camera here. Well, this is the back of the camera. It's a cover, little carbon fiber cover that slips over the ground glass at the back of the camera. And let me take that off, and then I'll take it.
Now this is a different one than Dennis has, right?
No, it's essentially the same style of camera as Dennis. Yeah.
Right. Oh, he's going to be a proud papa right now.
Yeah. I gotta figure out how to take this little cover off, but I'm gonna open it up. It's kind of cool. So this is the base, and then it just snaps up like that. Oh, the back, the little cover fell off. I mean, the protective cover came off.
So that cover covers the part that you see, right?
This is the big glass at the back. Okay. So that's where the image comes on.
Upside down, right? Or
upside down and backwards.
Yeah.
So I open it up, and then on the camera itself, you see those 4 holes on the bottom.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You would connect the front part to one of those, depending on the focal length of the lens you're using.
Okay.
And for the lens I have, I think the second one from the back is where I was able to find focus point. So it just kind of screws in real quick. I'll do that. So it takes, I don't know, 30 seconds or so to set up.
So I put that first point is for what focal lengths?
This first point way at the back that I don't have anything in at this point might be for like a wide angle, like a 75 to a 90.
Okay, I got you.
Millimeter.
Okay, so the second one for more zoom.
Yeah, the second one is the best I could find for mine, which is a 135. So it's about equivalent to a 45 millimeter on a 35 millimeter camera.
Okay.
Hey, Dennis.
How you doing, Mark? So you got a new toy?
I'm showing off the new baby. Yeah. And then these other 3 out here, I'm assuming would be for longer focal length lenses. So maybe like you could probably use up to like 350 millimeter.
Wow.
Lenses.
You undo that knob and just keep changing it for whatever length you got.
Yeah. And
buy an extension bar.
What's that?
Did you buy an extension bar?
No, I did not. I did not buy an extension bar. The only lens I have at this point is the 135. So
yeah, that's good enough for now.
Yeah, near as I can tell, that the second hole seems to be the one where I can get things in focus. But this is the focusing knob in the back.
Yeah.
And then as you turn that, you can see the plate on the base moves forward.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Focuses back and forth. The lens, as you can see, it's just open. I mean, without a lens in there, it's just open to the back. The lens is mounted on a board, okay, that fits the opening, and then it just slips on the front of the camera.
Also, it's a lot like those filters that you just slide, the square filters that you slide on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as you can see, the lens board just fits in this little bracket in the bottom, and it's got 2 little clips up top. So it's on there now.
And there's no light leak from that board. No. Okay.
No. If you get the right size board, there shouldn't be.
So does it have like felt? What does it have to block the light? Is it just a plain board on? You know what I'm saying? Does it have felt?
Yeah, it's a fiber. I think this is a fiberglass board that the lens is mounted on. But on the camera itself, it is just essentially, yeah, there's a little bit of this frame around here.
Yeah.
Has just a little bit of like velveteen, felt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah. But it fits right in pretty snug. So if you get a board that fits,
okay,
it goes in. And then,
and this is totally manual, right? I mean, there's no electronics on this at all.
You're guaranteed that you're never going to have an electronic failure with that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there is nothing, no automation at all in this.
At all. Okay.
So it's like I said, it is definitely not point and shoot. But you said it's point and eventually shoot.
Dennis needs his update, so there's 10 laps to go, Dennis, in Daytona 500. So.
Oh, okay. Yep. We just feel free to pop in if there's anything dramatic that happens. But yeah, so I've got the I got the tripod mount on the bottom, so it just pops on a tripod, and this is about the weight of a full-size DSLR with a mid-range zoom lens. It's probably what would you say, maybe 3 pounds, Dennis, with a lens on it, something like that.
Yeah, I think it is one of the lightest large format cameras.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So that's not bad at all.
No, I mean, and it's compact and all that,
especially with that real wood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's teak wood, and yeah, so I've got a lot to learn with it, but so far I like it. It's definitely a process.
Is there any treatment to that wood that you have to do to keep it,
I don't think so. I'd imagine you could put. I think it comes with they put some kind of coating on it, but okay. I mean, I guess you could put. I think it's sealed. It's maybe got a light varnish or something on it. They've got some coating on it, but I don't think you need to do anything other than that.
Okay, because I was curious if that wood were to dry out, would that affect your image at all? I mean, is it just on the outside sort of thing, part of the frame, and then on the inside it's?
I mean, essentially all you have is a frame at the back, a frame at the front, and this is just a flexible bellows material, which is replaceable. So there's nothing. It's essentially a lens mount on the front, a film holder in the back with a light-proof tube in between. That's all it is.
It almost feels like you could make that.
Oh yeah, no, you could make one. And then
if you were handy enough, right?
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah, and then the film holder slips in the back like that. So you have to set up the camera, focus it, compose the image, do everything. Then you set the shutter and keep the aperture closed, and then you put the film holder in, slide it in there, and then once it's in there, you can't see what the camera's taking because the film holder comes in front of the glass. So you put the film holder in, you take out the dark slide, and once again pray that that you have the shutter closed on here. Cock the shutter, and then use the cable release, click it, put the dark slide back in, and hope that you have an image. So.
And at $5 a whack, right? How much?
For black and white film is about $1.50 a sheet for new black and white film. Color film, anywhere from about $2 a sheet to $5 or $6 a sheet if you get the Velvia slide film. So, but yeah, for black and white, it's about $1. It works out to about $1.50 a sheet or so, something like that.
And Mark, if you ever change your camera, those lenses fit every camera in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, you can use those. You can use those lenses on any maker camera, and so you haven't got to change all your lenses like you do with it.
No. Yeah. All you might need to do is to remove the lens and put it on a different size board if the front of the camera's different size.
Oh, well, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So I've taken two images with it as I posted on Flickr. I'll go over those, but yeah, I've still got a couple bits and pieces that need to show up. I need I don't have a focusing loop because when you get the image in here, you have to really like zoom in and be able to detail what the focus is. So people use like those jeweler's loops, Joe, where you and you basically hold it up to the glass. It's like a 6 or 8 or 10 times magnification, so you can pick an area and double check the focus.
You don't want to get too powerful, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 4 times loop, and that's all you need. If you get too powerful, you actually see through the screen.
Yeah, I've got an 8 times one coming, so we'll find out. If not, it was only, I think I got it for $20. So if it's too powerful, I can get a 4, and sell the 8 for probably 18. It only cost me a few bucks.
Yeah, I got a Roden stock, and it's ×4, and I think it's like perfect.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna need to play around with that and see, because I normally have to have reading glasses, so I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. But so yeah, it's I got 2 images on the 55-year-old film that actually got stuff on it, which was.
Have you done any tilt and shift yet?
No, I was just happy to line it up and get an image. That was all I was happy with, and yeah, I couldn't do anything critical because I had no way of actually really getting a good idea of whether it was in focus or not. I could see the image on the ground glass and get it. I probably got it 90% of the way there, but it wasn't really in focus completely, I'm sure. So,
your focus cloth is your shirt, is it?
So far, it is. Yes, it's actually the Joe D Beer Review T-shirt is the one I'm using for my focus cloth, Joe. So
you got 3 laps to go. You've got 25 cars that are still racing, and only about 15 or 17 of them are in contention.
So only 15 or 17 on the lead lap, then, basically.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, so we're down 3 laps, 6 miles. That's like
2
3 minutes.
2 laps.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, Mark, my focus cloth is a T-shirt, and I widen the neck hole so it just fits over the back of the camera, and then you can stick your head inside the.
Yeah. All I did was I just took a T-shirt and I just draped it over the back of the camera and just stuck on it. I just wanted to just see if the camera or, well, if it worked, but just to get used to the process, I guess. So, but I've got some things I want to photograph, but I'm going to wait till I actually get the focusing loop and that type of thing. I'll probably do a few more images on my old film just to get used to it again, and then I've got a box of FP4 Plus right now, and I ordered a box of Ektar 100 too. So I should get that probably next week. So it'll be color negative film.
Did you buy a new camera?
I did buy a new one. Yeah, I was seriously looking at used, but any of the used ones from pretty much any of them, any manufacturer, were within a couple $100 for one that was in good shape to a new one. And I'm like, well,
you won't lose much money. Yeah.
yeah. No. So, and I could probably turn around and sell this for 80, within a couple $100 of what I paid for it anyway. So,
Kurt Busch won it.
Kurt Busch
won it. Yeah, Kurt Busch, man, he won it. Wow, that was a pretty good finish. There was serious strategy going on there at the end. It was a good finish. The race itself was bumper cars, man. I mean, that was
But so I mean, I've got I've started kind of mapping out things I want to photograph. I've had a couple projects I wanted to do for a few years that I've just kind of been sitting on, either because I didn't have time to do it, or mostly because I just haven't had time. But now I've got a little more flexibility in my schedule, so I'm going to start doing that. And the studio I joined up with, the guy that founded it does large format. He does 4x5. So
that's good because you've got someone to turn to if you. And
there's a couple other members of that studio that do large format. One lady does 8x10 wet plate.
Oh, well, she makes her own.
Yep.
Yeah,
she does.
That's that.
And
collodion, isn't it?
Yep, she does a colloidin on there, and he was saying, it's pretty expensive. You mess something up there, that's like, I don't know, a couple $100 probably.
Whoa!
At the end of the day.
Trouble is, Mark, that the dodgy chemicals they use to do this collodion process, they're really dangerous chemicals. Like.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there's a couple people in the group. There's me and John, the guy that founded the studio, and then what's her name, Danielle, and then one other lady that's just started into 4x5. So there's 4 of us. There's like 60 members of the studio. So four of us are doing primarily large format. So,
so I hope you're listening, Wes and Joe, because this is all what you're missing out in the real photography world.
Yeah. I got to do medium format first.
Yeah. Well, that's what hooked me. Once I saw the quality of medium format, I'm like, I wonder what it would look like in a 4x5.
Yeah, you know how good medium format is compared with 35mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even way beyond that with a large format.
Yeah. Well, medium format's essentially 4 times larger than 35mm, and 4x5 is 4 times bigger than medium. So
yeah, it's 10, at least 10 times bigger than 35.
Yeah. In terms of like area of the negative, 4x5 is 15 times more than the 35mm.
Yeah. So to do a large picture, blow one up large, you can do one the size of a wall, and it's not going to have any grain. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I did the 2 that I scanned in, the two negatives I scanned in yesterday. Just scanned them in at 3200 DPI on the V7. They have a couple V750s. And we did
500 megabyte,
367 meg. And then you open it up in Photoshop and do a print size at 300 DPI, and it's like 60 by 50. And if you drop it down to 200 DPI, it goes to 88 by 70, or I mean, just huge.
Yeah, and that's only black and white, Mark.
Yeah,
yeah. This is amazing, man. I'm sorry, man, but
it's okay.
This is amazing, man, because see, this is Tony Stewart. I know none of you guys follow NASCAR, but this is Tony Stewart. You've probably heard of him by now. He's been racing for 18 years. This is his first year retired, and just as an owner of a car. That's his car that just won.
So he retired and then won as an owner.
Yeah, he raced 18 years, never won the Daytona 500, never. And his first year retired, his car wins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's a winner of a Daytona 500, but as an owner. I mean, it's
as an owner, not as a driver.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it's interesting how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, people that are in any profession or any pursuit, people like that have a good track record. Sooner or later, it's gonna, if they keep doing the right thing, sooner or later, it's gonna pay off for them.
And then Kurt Busch, a lot of people, if you follow NASCAR, a lot of people hate the Busch brothers.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people can't stand them. The only lap that he led was the last lap. That's the one that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. So
that's all. What's it? 200 laps, right? Because it's a 2.5 mile track.
Yeah.
200 laps. So he only had to be right, like 1% of the time.
Yeah.
0.5%. He was only had to be right 99.5% of the race.
Yeah.
He was not right. But he wasn't in the final bit.
That's all that matters. All that matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, man. Because a lot of people don't like Tony Stewart. A lot of people don't like the Busch brothers, and then
they're together.
So I like Tony. I don't mind Tony. He's well known for being a partier, so I could just imagine.
Oh, the party they're gonna have tonight. Yeah. I'd like to be a fly on the wall in that fort. Nah, I'd like to be part of the party. I don't need to be a fly on the wall. I just want to be
Wes might be able to get his camera out and go down there and get some images. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, man.
That's okay. That's okay. That's cool. So I'm going to ask you a question, Joe. I know you posted a couple things to the group. Do you want to talk about them first and then take them off before I go through them live on the internet forever on YouTube?
Well, I don't mind if they're on your show, but
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
After they're out, then I'll take it down. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. The millions of people that watch this show after it posts. I mean, big deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at least 50.
Right.
Millions or 50, whichever's less.
Yeah. But, whatever the resolution would be of the video for them to freeze it and then capture by the time they go through all that process, have at it. If you want it that bad, dear God.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just wanted to check before I started the screen share.
No, I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. So I posted the two images I took, and I can talk about some of the stuff I found out that I learned from a little bit, and it looks like there were some other ones that you guys posted. Wes posted a few, Joe posted a few, and Simi posted a few. So yeah, good ones. So how about you, Dennis? Any new photography equipment this week? Anything?
No, I did put some more up from the Super Wide.
Okay.
Yeah, but they were on the same row I developed like last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw them. I see them now. Yep, you just added them.
I've taken some infrared, but I haven't used it up yet. I don't want to just waste it because I'm waiting for a bit of sunshine and maybe a bit of greenery come out somewhere.
Yeah. Well, sooner or later it'll happen. Probably the next month or so, right? Don't things start greening up by mid to end of March usually?
Yeah.
March, April. Yeah. Okay. Well,
so
cool.
did Wes buy a red car as well, or?
Yeah,
there's red one. I couldn't quite afford the red one.
Okay, I just thought that.
No, I thought so maybe the red one is like for special occasions. The Subaru's the daily driver.
Actually, it wasn't even for sale. It was just for show at the dealership there. Probably the owner owns it or something.
Yeah,
the owner owns it, right? Yeah.
Dealership owner. Yeah. It'd be nice to be a Ferrari dealer, huh? You can probably get. It's good business to be in, that's for sure. All right, let me jump into the screen share. And we'll kind of go through this and see. And there we go. All right, so we go in here. So this was the last one from last week, I think. Yeah. Patrick posted all his film equipment that's just sitting there unused. So Pat, you need to get out and start using that.
Yeah.
I still need to know what camera this is. It's sitting with the on the lens there. But
yeah, that's a strange back that's got.
Yeah, this one here. Yeah, I don't know what looks like. Maybe there's like a handle or something. Yeah, like something added on the bottom. Yeah, I can't tell. A little bit bigger lens. It's not a 50mm lens, that's for sure. Here's Simi tossing his camera up in the air again.
Yep.
Love the colors in this. It's just amazing. I wonder what, probably sunrise, I would think. Yeah, I think this was still sunrise. That golden color is just great. The mix of the ice and snow, which is all gone at this point. I guess they've had, it's been warm there this week, so pretty much all the snow is probably gone at this point.
Yeah, I think kind of the whole country seems a little warmer.
Yeah. Other than the mountains of California. Man, they're getting dumped on. They've had so
really?
much. They're getting. Do you go high enough to see snow? You don't go high. You don't go over any real pass, do you, Joe? No. Yeah. But yeah, I've been following like Mammoth Mountain, you know, their snow thing, their snow reports. They've gotten, yeah. We got another 3 feet last night. Powder's great. Come up and ski if you can get up here. See, these cars here would be great in the snow.
Yeah. You know, actually, you're not even kidding. If you go on YouTube, that's kind of some of the videos I've been looking at this week are.
Oh, really?
Are like that Bugatti with snow tires, and they're like, and almost that Ferrari, a little bit lower level Ferrari, but yeah, a lot of these exotic cars with snow tires just having at it. I mean, pretty cool stuff.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine like a mid-engine car would actually. Well, that's like the Bug. VW Bug was really good in the snow because the engine was right over the wheels. Yeah. With
snow tires, I mean, you know, that it makes a humongous difference. You know, if you get enough snow in your area, you know, you switch them out, and yeah, so it's kind of fun to watch these guys play around with these exotic cars in the snow. You're just like, are you out of your mind? You know?
Yeah. I know,
oh crazy. My God, all the things that could happen. Oh my.
Okay, God. So we've got Ferrari, Bugatti,
old
Ferrari,
very valuable Ferrari in the front. Dear God,
is this a loft? No, what? I don't know what this one is back here. Other Ferrari, other old Ferrari. Yeah. I think there's a Bugatti in the back there. We got two Bugattis. One in it, and he had an image of both of these together, right? Driving down the road, if I remember right.
Yeah, you've got from the back there. Yeah, you got that silver Mercedes.
Oh yeah, is that the Gullwing Mercedes?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's an old Mercedes right there, man.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, this one, I don't know what this is. I can't tell.
That black one.
Maybe a McLaren. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a McLaren F1. Maybe.
Yeah. This is these are Ferraris here. You got 4 Ferraris. Yep, the Mercedes, the 2 Bugattis. Yeah. And if I remember Pat saying the same guy owns both of these Bugattis. He owns them both. So why not? One's never enough. Just buy 2.
I thought that all these cars were from the same cat.
Maybe.
I thought they were all the same guy.
If you got 2, you know what? You got $2 million there. What's an extra 8 or 10 million between?
Well, there you go. That black one is a Koenigsegg.
Oh, okay.
You see his tag?
Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It always helps to look at the supercars. They're on Koenigsegg. Yeah.
That's like what, Swedish made or something? Danish or something? Seriously.
Yeah, I think Swedish.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like the Swedish supercar. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a hypercar, I think they call it.
Yeah. 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 Supercars aren't enough anymore. Got to have hypercars. Now, what's the difference? What designates between does a hypercar do more than 200? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's something to do like with, you know, between the horsepower and the torque.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, it's almost self-describing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's like a certain amount of power per ton, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Wes. Yep, he nailed it. Yeah, it's because a lot of these supercars have high horsepower but low torque, actually. You know, compared to the horsepower. So when I think the Koenigsegg really nails that horsepower to torque ratio, so they call it hyper. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All I know is I'll never have one of these, so it doesn't really matter. Supercar or hypercar.
Yeah, I can barely afford the 1/8 scale car, right? Diecast.
It's funny. We have in our bowling league. There's a lady who is, I don't know. She's like she's a teacher, but she got divorced last year, and she always wanted a Stingray. So she took some of her divorce money and the money she left when she sold her house and moved into a condo, and she bought a Stingray. And I've got a white. Her car's white. My Chevy Volt is white. And I said, "Look, Belinda, I've got a 4-door Corvette just like you."
Yeah. Right? Yeah. And because you got the Volt, so we both have Chevys. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah. The symbol looks the same, and they're the same color. So in my mind, it's the same thing.
We both have white Chevys, man. Yeah. You know?
Yours has 400 horsepower. Mine has 150, but that's okay.
It's just a little, but it's still a Chevy. Yeah. You guys should get matching black vests or something.
Yeah. This is nice, Dennis. I like. I
actually love this. Yeah, this is great.
I love the name too. The Lobster Smack. Traditional. Yeah.
That's a really old pub. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what a smack is? Because I've heard that term like in.
A lobster smack is a boat.
Oh, okay.
A smack was the type of fishing boat.
Okay.
Okay. I've heard that term before.
The pub is named after a fishing boat, basically.
Yeah.
Traditional. Okay.
A very long time.
Yeah. So this is old, but I love that this was with the.
This was the super wide. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used the Zeiss super wide with the Voigtlander 15 mil on there.
Okay.
And it actually is a 15 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just playing with this. You don't have to focus the camera. I just stuck it on aperture priority, and as long as the red light never came on, you know it's going to be hand holdable, and whatever speed it chooses, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be in focus.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm standing about 18 inches away from that rope.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you're standing right next to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the camera was on like 5.6.
Yeah. No, and that's sharp. I mean, I can see.
So you can almost get your feet in that image if you're not careful.
Yeah. I put one on of a table. I took a picture of like a wooden table in the country park because it had nice grain, and I had to move the camera forward because I could see my shoes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is almost has 100 and what's the field of view of this? Almost 180, right?
It's 110 degrees.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty significant.
Yeah, because now that you mention it, I think that chimney's a little crooked on top. No?
Yeah, well, tilted over a little bit.
I knew you was going to pick that out, right? But that chimney is actually that crooked.
Oh, it is? Okay,
okay. I mean, this place is hundreds of years old, you know?
Yeah.
It was built to code circa 1700, probably.
Right.
It may have been given a little additional tilt with the wide, but
yeah,
this 15 mil does not have a lot of distortion unless you want to do it deliberately. Like I'll hold the camera at an upward angle or keep it to the side of the frame.
Yeah, no, that's nice. I mean, it looks like it's a really sharp lens too. I mean, that's a nice one. Yeah, it's a great. This would be. It looks like a great camera lens combination for like in town. You know, when you're in tight spaces or that type of stuff, and
yeah, you don't even have to lift it up to your eye. You can just like hold it nice and straight. I bought a bubble level and put it in the flash holder.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so that you can just like hold it level, low level, waist level, and just push the button.
Yep, it'd be good for kind of a stealth street photography camera too.
Yeah, I reckon it'd be excellent street photography.
Yeah, that I love the way it looks.
Yeah,
that black and white is crazy. Like,
and what film did you use?
This is the roll of
Delta 100. It looks like
100. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done a 60-minute development on this.
Stand development.
Yeah.
Yep.
5 mils of Rodinal. And that was it.
Yeah. No, I was talking to my buddy yesterday, and we're scanning in. He goes, "Yeah, you should just buy some Rodinal. It lasts forever. You only need a little bit, and you can do a stand development." Yeah. You know, he says it works really good on the black and white film. I was like, yeah,
it'd be great for your large format, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're only going to use like 10 mil on a tank load.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Those light tones in that image are so nice. I like that, man. It's tough to do in digital.
Yeah, it really is. So this is Delta 100. Now did you get some funky? You've got a lot of extra grain in here. Is that
Yeah, that's how the film turned out.
Wow. And it was the same thing, stand development. And this is the same. Was this the same roll?
It's the same roll of film. Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Now, was this inside the reel or outside the reel? I mean, you see what I'm saying? How is this? Where was this position compared to this one in the tank?
I'd say it was probably. Yeah, there's no way of telling, Mark, because what I do is I've got the reloadable cassettes because I'm rolling in on film.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I just take the cassette apart, take the whole lot off, and snip it off from the sellotape, holding it on.
Okay.
So I don't know what way round I loaded it into the tank. You know.
Oh, okay.
Remember
but you did. I mean, you did load the film onto a reel and then put that in the tank, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But of course, right. I've done that in the light bag, so there's no way of telling.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wonder whether this. I was just wondering maybe this frame was, packed in between two. It was in the middle of the reel where the previous image was farther out, so maybe it got a better, better exposure to the.
Yeah, it's developer. That the Lobster Smack turned out so well.
I mean that's perfect. I mean, there's nothing. Yeah. There's I can't discern it. A little teeny tiny bit here, but that might be scanning too.
Yeah.
But in this, these tones here, I don't really. But there's texture there, whereas I guess in this one, there's a lot of sky. So maybe that might be the.
Yeah, at first I had to work with Tim with it because we didn't know if there was a problem with the roll of film, whether some of the emulsions got a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because the ones we done last time were showing really grainy. It even looks like the emulsion's missing. See this one up in the left-hand corner, you can see there's like tons of grain showing.
Yeah, big time,
up there. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is Delta 100. It's supposed to be like
Delta 100 is supposed to be like the ultimate grain-free film.
yeah.
Pretty much. It's like T-Max. I mean, it's Ilford's T-Max essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
I think it makes the photograph look okay.
Yeah, it does actually for the subject. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like centuries old. This old castle,
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I mean, for the subject, it's actually, now if this was a Bugatti that you're taking, it probably wouldn't look as good. It's a really old Bugatti.
Well, unless it was an old Bugatti, absolutely, then it would look proper, sure.
Yeah, well, don't forget though, Mark, it's in keeping because the castle was like after the Roman times. And obviously, their cameras wouldn't have been as good as they are today.
Yeah, that's true.
Those Roman cameras, man. I mean, that was tough stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so now we got a fractured detail shot, and I guess this is shoreline, if I remember right. Or is this? No, this is the water. It looks like the water is frozen over the sand or the rocks, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Literally, it's very cool. Very cold. But the
kind
colors
of a rare close-up shot for Tim, right? I mean,
kind of a detail shot. He did this with 65 millimeter. Yeah, so a little bit of a intimate landscape, I guess. I don't know if you call it that. Kind of just a little piece. This would be like 1/4 of a wide angle shot, that type of thing. Yeah, but that's neat with the ice and the snow. Kind of breaking up with the, I guess, melting. Yeah, that's neat. Very nice. This is nice. I really like this one. Growth. So he just blacked out, or took out the background completely. Looks like.
I think that's just snow.
You think it might be just all the tree coming up out of the snow?
Yeah, I think that's just the tree coming out of it because you can see the the little graying in there where the snow
texture there.
Yeah. I've shot in snow before, so I know what it's like to edit snow. And then if you look where the main part of the it's coming through the snow. Like you can see that, right there where you're at.
Yeah. Okay.
Gap in the snow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the branch has been moved back and forth in here, which is kind of giving this. Okay. Yeah.
That'd be a cool. Now, see that, Marks, that type of image would be cool for you, man. That resource you have with that camera studio is amazing. It would be cool to print this and see if you can exactly mimic that kind of detail in the whites. You know what I'm saying? That would be super cool.
Yeah. It's I'm really looking forward to it once I get some images that are actually worthy of printing large. I've got a few from the Rolleicord that I think would be good, and I've got some good digital ones too.
That's a good, this type of image, because that's tough to do digitally. That would be a good one for your film cameras.
I would have thought that would be easy to do with a digital camera, because the white highlights are just going to blow out. Whereas if you did it with film, you're going to have detail of the snow, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's tough to do with digital.
Detail.
Yeah, it's tough to do. Right. Yeah, because it's tough to shoot in the snow. I've done it plenty of times. Trust me.
Yeah, that is true. That would be an interesting one. Yeah, I mean you can meter and it'll the film will capture all that detail in here, whereas in digital it tends to go just blown out. Yeah.
That's the definite advantage to film right there, is trying to shoot something like that, trying to shoot something white.
Yeah. Yep. Because it just got so much range. Yeah, but that's a neat image with the green, just huge contrast between the green needles and the white background. Nicely positioned in the frame too. I like that.
Yeah, it's a great job, man. Yeah.
Just off 2/3 in. And here's the first image taken with the large format camera.
Here we go.
So this is the 55-year-old film, and what you'll notice, I scanned it. There's a serial number on the sheet that I just kept when I scanned it in. But what I noticed, and this was just maybe it's a combination of the film being so old and whatever, but in the negative, see this grayed out kind of foggy area. I did a pre-soak, and the backing of the film was like a real dark purple color, and it didn't wash completely off. Like when you pre-soak the film, like the color at the back of the film will wash off when you soak it, and I didn't soak it enough, and there was this little fine bit of really light purple coming through the middle of the frame here. And this section, that the holder for the developing tank is a square, and it's got little clips that you slide it along on the side, and it's got one bar down the middle to keep the sheets from touching each other, because you load one on either side of the thing. And this part just didn't get wet enough and wash away the color. So I just have to be more careful on the pre-soak in that tank. And then the other thing, and this was underexposed.
Okay.
What was that, Joe?
So all of the, now I'm seeing a bunch of, I've got you on two screens here. So
okay.
Because I want to get a real good look at your scan here. So I've got your Flickr posting on my good screen, and then the video, on the other screen. And so I'm seeing a bunch of ghosting in the middle. So is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
right?
This was the section of the film. It went top to bottom across the frame, where the backing, every film has some color at the back, the whatever. And this one was a super dark purple.
That's the anti-elation layer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. And it didn't all wash off. I normally put in water before I develop it. I'll put in water and pre-soak it for a minute and a half, just to get all that stuff off before I add the developer. And I didn't soak it long enough. It came off on all the rest of this, but this section, I think this section of film might have been stuck or pressed up against the support in the film holder. And I didn't agitate it enough or soak it long enough, because this was a really light purple on the negative.
Could you maybe like wash that off now, or is it on there for good?
It's on there for good.
Oh.
Yeah.
But let me switch. I'll show you. Maybe you guys can see it on here. I doubt it, but see that little bit of purple right here? You can see that there's a little bit of purple running right down the middle. Yeah, in the negative.
Screen.
Yeah, there's a little bit of purple running right across my nose. If you could see my face behind the negative.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah,
a little bit of purple that runs top to bottom.
Yeah, I see it.
The film is purple. As Dennis said, the anti-halation layer or whatever is super dark
Don't
purple.
forget, Mark, this film's 50-odd years old.
Oh yeah, it's 55 years old.
Right.
And
It's
but that
amazing.
didn't wash off.
It still works.
Yeah, I was surprised I got an image out of it, basically. And the
Did
other
you
thing
adjust your times for how old it is, or?
no, and that was part of the problem. The images were probably about a stop underexposed because I set it for the film speed on the box was 100. So I set it for 100 and I developed it at 100. Okay. Now, because it's so old, I bet the speed of the film has dropped. Yeah, I bet the speed was probably closer to 50.
Yeah.
I bet the speed was 50 or below.
Yeah.
And so if I would have shot it at, assuming I was ISO 50, I would have gotten I would have had a little bit longer exposure time, which would have brightened it up, made it a little bit better. So now I know if I use any more of that film. I mean, the details or stuff are good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, tones and stuff are good. It's probably not as good a focus as it could be because I didn't have the ability to find focus. But now I'm just going to assume that the rest of, if I shoot any more sheets, it's going to be ISO 50 instead of 100.
Yeah, I would, Mark. I'd take it down to 25.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make that adjustment if I do any more sheets of this film. But it seems to be fine. Now I noticed the film. It's kind of brittle and it's got some curl to it, but it's old film.
Yeah.
So I was just happy to get anything out of it at all.
Yeah, but that film has a character to it, and then you can kind of see that was it a little windy.
There was maybe a little bit of breeze.
Yeah.
It was about a 30th of a second. I think the exposure on this one was like a 30th of a second.
Yeah, you can see just a little bit of blur in some of the.
Yeah, and that's probably just because I didn't have it focused as good as I could have either. Now the second shot, that was the first frame, and then I flipped over. I loaded up one holder with 2 sheets, and this was the second sheet. And this one got washed fine. It didn't have any residual, but the detail on this one is pretty nice. I mean, that's a tree with some leaves on it, dead leaves. That's just getting late afternoon sunlight.
Almost looks infrared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't forget you're using 100 megapixel sensor, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tried and I said, I'll just upload the full-size image. Well, Flickr's like, you can't upload anything larger than 200 megabytes. I'm like, wow, please. This is only 360 meg. Come on.
Yeah. What's it? JPEG is massive.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind, too, I think Flickr is one of the only places you can upload that high, too.
Yeah. Yep. They're one of the higher ones. So, yeah. Oh, there's a... No,
maybe
that's
500 pics. Is 500 pics, can you...
Yeah, they might let you go up a little higher.
I don't use.
Yeah, I mean the detail is really nice. I mean, I think the film is still usable. I mean, I'm going to use it. I mean, I paid $5 for it, or it was like $8.50 with shipping for a box.
How many sheets?
The full box, 25 sheets. Now I burned 4. I took 4 out. The whole reason I bought it was so I'd have practice sheets.
Yeah.
To use. So I took 4 out to play with to get used to loading the holder and stuff. So I had 21 left. So now I'm down to 18 or 19 left. So I'll shoot it. Why not? I know that it works.
I think that is so cool. That is pretty cool, man. It just has a feel that you can't and that's just your backyard, right?
Yeah, this is the backyard. I'm standing on the deck, basically, and this is I call it the back 40. We've just got a little patch of grass, and the rest of the yard is just pine trees. This is all pine, straw, and leaves, and ivy. That's all ivy down there. I've got a few bushes in the yard, but I mean, there's the back of the deck. There's like 15-foot wide patch of half grass, half moss, and then the back, in the woods. So
I see you're a keen gardener, Mark. Yeah.
Yes, I am. No, this is it's less grass to cut, and it's nice. When the leaves get on the trees and everything, it's nice. I mean, it's like haven for mosquitoes, but other than that, it's okay. But yeah, so I've still got some sheets to shoot, so that'll be interesting. Once I get the focusing loop, I'll go out and try to do a little bit more detailed focusing and do that. But the scanner at the studio has a wet mount, so I wet mount the negatives.
That's brilliant, because that's going to be even better.
Yeah, and it takes a little longer.
That's one hell of a studio, man. You got one hell of a hook up there, man.
Yeah. No, the guy took a little bit of a risk. I mean, he invested, probably $15,000-$20,000 of his own money in it, and set it up. And now he's got enough members; it's paying for itself. Yeah. With some extra, and he set it up as a nonprofit. So it's kind of sweet. And it was funny, yesterday we were down there. I was working at the workstation scanning, and there was a guy in there doing a model shoot. So he brought in, he had set up, and he was doing a shoot. Very similar to what you do, Joe. Mm-hmm. In there, and he was just doing a shoot. He used it for about 2 hours, and got his session in, and so it's nice, yeah. And they have a lot of members that use, a lady that does a lot of headshots. So she'll just reserve a studio time and schedule a bunch of people to come in and do headshots, for brochures and that type of stuff. So works out nice. And in the darkroom is really nice. So I've got to get in there and figure out how to actually use the darkroom.
Did you say they got a drum scanner?
They have a drum scanner that isn't working, but we hope to get it. I was talking to John, and he's like, yeah, you can help me kind of figure out how to make it work. It's like from the 80s or the 90s. So, but he says if it works, it should be fine. Yeah. So it'll be nice to see if we can get that going. Speaking of model shoots, I really like this one, Joe. The lighting on this is great. The tattoo on her arm and her hair. Man, is that her natural color?
No, but
okay. That's a nice. I mean, maybe she's naturally a redhead, but
she is. But she's touched it a little bit as well.
Okay, so she's darkened it up a little bit. Is this a single light?
Yeah, that was
just off to the side.
Yeah, that was a single. With my what is that? That diffuser is a 60-inch Octobox.
Okay.
With the grid.
Okay.
God, I love using grids, man. Grids are just so. Man, I'm telling you, whenever you guys start playing around with external light, it's a whole different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like learning. I think Wes has actually played with external light a little bit, haven't you? Or...
Yeah, not really. Just I got some light boxes and some flash and stuff, but I haven't used a lot of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's that was yesterday's shoot. Done in pure exhaustion, as usual. When I
at the end of the week,
when I do because like I told, well, you know, Mark, because I had broke down Monday for 4 hours on the side of the road. So that just when that happens on my Monday, that sets the tone for my whole week.
Yeah, it sets you up. You're behind already before the week.
Yeah, I'm behind already. Yeah, so it's just the whole week is spent catching up on that 4 hours because we're government regulated as far as how many hours I can work in a week. So you're behind the gun the whole week. So it's just racing the whole. Oh my God! So by the time she showed up, I'm exhausted. I'm up 24 hours at that. Mm-hmm. Whenever I shoot on Saturday, that's the case anyway.
You just been up, pretty much all day the day before. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Very, very, very seasoned and on her way up type model. So hopefully she's already test shooted for Playboy. So hopefully she becomes a centerfold. Hopefully becomes a contract girl for them, not just.
She's pretty. She's got a great look too.
She's a Suicide Girl, Iron Horse. If you know Iron Horse magazine. She's been a cover model for them a few times.
So she's got a little bit of a portfolio built up stuff she's done. Yeah, no, that's nice. I mean, it's great. It's her hair. I love the color of her hair, and then little bit on her tattoo there too. It's kind of cool. It all kind of ties together, and the lighting is nice.
And about
the pose is nice too.
Yeah, it's a very nice pose too.
Yeah.
She was, lately I've been in this rut of, well, I don't know if you're gonna, a rut's the right word, but I've been shooting a lot of art nude models, and I don't mind shooting nude per se, but I don't necessarily need to shoot art nude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she was my kind of model, more of a glamour, more of a, the Playboy type thing. That is definitely my thing. And so, yeah, we clicked, man. I mean, it was just great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
cool.
A lot of fun, man. Great time.
Good. And then this next one, Amelia. So this was this shot? Yes. No. Was this a shoot that you did a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, Amelia's fun to, but she's your classic art nude model. Like, she's a very, very seasoned art nude.
So fine art photography, that type of stuff.
Right. Yeah, and a serious yoga. I mean, serious. She's fit.
She's fit. I can tell. She's got a six-pack. You can see that.
Yoga, Pilates, all that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, very. She's one of those that, I mean, her diet is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Like every little thing. So, and it just shows, right? I mean, boom.
Yeah.
This will look good in a large format, Mark.
Yes, it would. 4x5.
It probably would. Yeah, actually, it'd be tough to shoot, like large format or something like that where they have to be still for, because I actually shot this with my continuous lights, and so I have kind of the same sort of thing. And then with my old camera, I have to get them to really sit still between each pose, which is tough because you get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
And it's a little faster than you need them to be, because I'm
shooting. What was the exposure on this?
I think at 1/60th.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, any little movement, man, and it just really blurs out quickly.
Yeah. That's the thing with the. Well, I guess you could take like a 400, like a 400 speed film and bump it up to maybe 8 or something, like an HP5 or something. That'd be interesting.
You'd probably have better luck with your large format than I do with my old digital SLR, because it's
and that camera format would be okay, because what's your lens go to 500, Mark?
Yeah, it goes to 500. Yeah.
Yes, I mean you wouldn't need massive depth of field with this, so I shouldn't see there be any problem.
Yeah.
You probably would be okay. Absolutely. Yeah, you probably would.
Up to like 400 or 800 and get you in there. But yeah, no, this is it. I like the other one better, and I think it's just because of I like the color in there. And it's just, and the lighting is nice. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely two different styles of model.
Right.
It's a good contrast.
And the second one's more like a candid kind of look to it.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was definitely posed,
Yeah. It's very neat stuff. But I like the black and white on this one is nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you kind of shot her and processed it kind of the way the style that she's in. So you kind of did like an art nude type of
a little bit
with this. Yeah.
The redhead, I with that particular set that we did there, I definitely had more of a moody angle. I'm to her, what would it be? Well, on the camera left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aimed a little high on her, actually. There's this one photographer on Instagram, and I love his style, and he shoots like that a lot. He's of course, a full-time serious pro, and he shoots a lot of the NFL players, actually.
Okay, all right.
And he'll message me every once in a while. He's super cool, John something or other. And for him being such a seasoned pro, I mean, God, to even message is I think pretty cool. So, but he has this style. I was kind of mimicking.
Just a little bit where he's a little bit below line of sight. a little bit?
Yeah, he
looking up just a little bit.
Yeah, my diffuser, the bottom of my diffuser is, and that's why it fell off on her feet. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's the light wasn't. I was really aimed like actually right below her breast line there. So it's that light is really falling off. It's just a cool look, I think.
Yeah,
so,
no, it is, and it's a very good look. And just
you can see how big my diffuser is because that's gridded, so it's very boom. So you can see the. I mean, it's a huge octobox, man.
Yeah,
it's almost too. It almost needs to be supported by another. It's kind of too big.
Hey, go big or go home, right?
Yeah, because it if I'm not careful, it'll actually fall. I have Bowen's mount. Bowen's mount is really popular, but the way that bracket mounts, it like slips off. It's very. I'm looking for another Bowen's mount for that.
Okay. Just a stronger support. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Now this, very orange. I love it.
Yeah.
This is like safety cone orange.
Yeah.
It's like a move. It's a safety. It's like a portable, movable safety cone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Stay behind. Yeah. Caution.
Well, the paint job has its own battery.
Yeah. V10. Is it the RS? Is this just the regular R8? Is it the RS8 or just the R8? R8.
The R8. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's I shot that with my iPhone, man. Yeah, I edited in Lightroom, but I shot it with the iPhone. So it's and all I really did in Lightroom is just, of course, darken the asphalt and cleaned up the asphalt. I cleaned up all the little white specks that were in the asphalt.
Okay.
The bigger chunks.
Yep. Okay.
And I brightened the wheels. Just
like right here, put a little bit on here. Yeah.
Yeah. I took out some of the shadows and then I put some more whites in there to kind of really make that steel alloy look, just give it that extra pop on the wheels. And then I brightened the grid a little bit, the front grid,
that's nice.
The black part and the kind of the chromish part. So I did that. And that was really it, man. I mean, I didn't do much to it, and of course I made
really nice looking cars. I've seen a few at the car show, and they're like, they're nice. Yeah, that's a great color too.
So it's been fun to like go to some of these shoots and just like I'll take all my gear, and then at the end of the day I'll just use my phone. It's just kind of cool to
yeah. Well, the phone the camera in there is pretty darn good camera. I mean, it does a good job. Now here's we're talking about kind of shooting from a little bit under the subject. Oh, here we go.
Right, there you go.
Right. Yeah, he's like below, shooting up.
Nice. I think that's as the camera's going up, though. It's so.
Yeah. No, the camera's going up in the air. He's throwing it up as it's on its way up. Another camera toss. But no, I love the streaking on the rock here. That's just great. And then up against the sky. Yeah, this would be a nice large format shot too. I could see doing this. Yeah.
Now, would that be now if you're facing it up? Does that bring its own challenges with that camera?
I could face it up and then adjust it to keep everything parallel by probably tilt the camera, the whole camera up, and then tilt the front part down a little bit, I would think.
You wouldn't have to, Mark. You could just leave the camera square and just raise the front lens up until.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I could. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that's a whole world that I have. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I got the camera, to explore that, all the different movements and stuff that you can.
I haven't even done it myself, Mark. I mean, moving the back of the camera, tilting the back of the camera changes things different from tilting the front of the camera,
shifting left and right. Up and
back. So Dennis, let me ask you. So is there like a J or a L-shaped bracket that you buy, and it kind of swings that front end up?
No, the wheels. When Mark showed you the camera, they got wheels on the side. The wheels. He loosens them off and unpacks the camera, lifts the camera up.
See, I'll show you.
Oh, okay. So that it'll tilt.
This wheel here. And
Okay.
See, now I loosened those up, and it moves up and down, and then it'll also tilt forward and backward too.
Okay.
And the back, and
it'll move side to side. I can move it side to side.
Yeah.
And the back can tilt in too. I can tilt in the back.
Tilt the back
Forward and back.
Forwards. Yeah. You can swing.
So you
perspective.
So you could mount it just vertically, and then just tilt that.
Yep. I could raise it up, and I could raise it up and then tilt it back, to get that kind of angle.
Yeah. Wow.
And the image just
when you take a picture of a tower block, like a city building, with your 35mm camera, they're always going to be going outwards and upwards because of the angle of the camera. Where with that large format, you can keep the buildings perfectly straight
and still get the whole thing in.
Get the whole building in, and it won't be tilting in any direction. It'll be absolutely square with the one next to it.
Wow!
And you can leave the camera level.
Yeah, that's a whole. I mean, that's like boxes of film testing that out. So that could be expensive, but it's gonna be fun.
It seems like it'd be worth your while to buy a what was that cheap little camera that was really popular a couple years ago, like $200 or something, and a lot of people it was like the affordable tilt shift.
Oh, was it the Intrepid?
No,
I think it was.
Lens Baby.
Lens Baby, yeah.
Lens Baby, yeah.
It'd almost be worth it, like maybe to play around with that sort of tilt shift, so you get an idea, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Without the expense of wasting.
Well, the thing that's nice is I can set up the camera, and by looking at the glass in the back, I mean, you see the effect right away. Okay. I mean, so I can find a subject that I like, and I can play around with tilting forward and back and left and.
So it's like chimping in a way.
I mean, it's kind of like live view on a digital camera, because you can see exactly what happens, and then when you get it the way you want it, then you put the film holder in,
and you put it in,
and then
pray,
put the shutter and hope that it works. Yeah. Say a little prayer. Say 3 Hail Marys. Do a shot. Throw some salt over your shoulder and hit the shutter button.
That is interesting, huh?
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be a lot of learning, but you can set it up and just shoot it as a regular camera and get hell of a resolution too. So that's what.
Yeah. They don't do a digital sensor yet.
That's a much even with what you got into it, that's still a cheaper way to go than buying a tilt shift lens for a digital camera. Oh yeah, dear God,
tilt shift lens for digital cameras are probably $1,400.
Yeah, I think so. Are they $2,000 West, or how much?
They might.
They're like pretty darn expensive, man.
Yeah. If you buy like the latest one, they're like $2,000, $2,500 or something.
Yeah. I think because I want to say $2,000. Yeah, like $2,200 or something.
Yeah.
Every lens you put on that camera, becomes a tilt shift.
Yeah, every lens
does. Yeah, because the camera does it. The lens, you don't have to depend on a lens. It's just the camera that does it.
Yeah.
So I like this shot. This is kind of cool. The logo going right through the car.
Yeah.
What model is this?
308 GTS. It's a 308 GTS.
Magnum PI red.
Yeah.
So this is your new car, Wes, yeah?
Yeah, not quite.
So this was in the dealership itself, right?
Yeah.
His new car photo.
Yeah, new car photo. But this next one is the logo in your new car. Cool.
Yes. Yeah. That is my new car.
Yep. Now, do you know the story behind the Subaru logo? The salesman told us that when we picked up the car. Right? The logo is supposed to be the Pleiades.
The Pleiades, yeah.
Constellation.
Right.
And Subaru is an amalgamation of like 4 or 5 companies. So that's why they did it this way. And it's Subaru means together or joining or something in Japanese.
Right.
Apparently. So the car is blue, right? It looks like it's a dark blue.
Yeah, it's a dark blue color.
Cool.
I always had a tough time with Subarus because they would advertise it like it was Australian or something, and it's a Japanese car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Crocodile Dundee is ever. You know what I'm saying? It was like
So you got yourself in the shot there, Wes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get myself out of the shot, but I couldn't.
No such luck. That's the Easter egg in the image.
So are you gonna detail the car yourself, or are you gonna get it detailed somewhere?
Yeah, I detail it myself. I just bought some stuff today.
Yeah. It was funny when we picked up Pam's car. The salesman called me because we had to order it. We ordered it and we had to wait 6 weeks or whatever. And he calls and says, "Your car's coming in. We're gonna get it all washed and waxed." And I said, "Don't touch it." I said, "This is probably the strangest request you had." I said, "You can vacuum it out and spray water on it, and that's it." He's like, "Really?" He says, "Nobody's ever." And I said, "No, I'm going to just detail it myself." So the guy was paranoid when we picked it up. He goes, "Now, they're going to send you a survey, and it looks pretty good, but I did exactly what you said. I did not detail this car at all." And it says, "I hope that's good." And I said, "That's exactly right." Yeah, because previous cars I've gotten, they've detailed it at the dealership and got scratched the paint.
They scratched it all to hell. Yeah, absolutely.
I just did it myself. But the guy was freaking out. He says, "Nobody ever asked for that."
There's that one guy,
some high school kid in the back doing it.
Yeah,
it's the truth. Yeah, you got some guy there paying minimum wage out there, and he can give a rip. I mean, he's just
he drops the rag in the parking lot, picks it up, keeps wiping. Yeah, like no. So,
he's got his big belt buckle on there, just going at it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. So I get it detailed, and it'll be a fun car. That thing probably zips around pretty good, doesn't it, Wes?
Yeah, it's nice. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you should. I don't know if you guys. I get into these stupid car videos, man, and there's videos on these guys washing their cars. It's insane, bro.
Oh yeah, you can go crazy on it.
There's a guy in his channel's called the Obsessed Garage, and he obsesses over his cars insanely, man. Oh my god, it's kind of fun to. I don't know why, but it's kind of fun to watch him. Wash his car.
It takes so much to put so much effort into it. Yeah, I mean
he does. He
has fine art car care.
Yeah, he has like towel videos,
it's like the large format car care.
Yeah, he knows all about towels. I mean, he knows all the different manufacturers, all the different kinds of microfiber, all the different sizes. Oh my god,
it's crazy.
It's really crazy. Yeah, it's pretty cool though, actually, in a way.
So this one, then, is this the same roll of film as the other ones, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's the same roll, yeah.
And this doesn't have. There's a little bit, but nothing like the other one. So yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I've got a dodgy roll. It's a 30-meter roll.
Yep. Could
be. I'm hoping it's only going to be the beginning of the roll when it's not all the way through.
Yeah, that's right. Because you bought a bulk roll. Did you buy a 100-foot roll or something like that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now this is neat, and this is once again that's super wide. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can do this image with a normal camera.
Yeah, and you're probably standing just a foot or two, a couple feet away from this.
Yeah, you can see those that stairway railings are just bending a little bit distortion on them because I'm right against the wall there. And, 110 degrees is quite.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. That's neat. Yeah, that's a cool.
It's just the way the concrete step is in focus and everything's acceptable right through the frame,
Yep, you go out here. That's in focus back there. And then this is definitely in focus. It's nice and sharp and in focus here.
Yeah, this is a deep ship anchorage for, we have the gas and oil ships come in.
Oh, okay. All right. So they anchor, they hook up over here on this pier?
Yeah, there's storage containers on the other side of the seawall.
Oh, okay. So they unload into the tank farm basically back here, huh?
Yeah. That's neat. You can just get so much in the picture. It's
Yep. And it's neat. And then, like you said, it's a point and shoot. You don't have to worry about anything. You just line it up and go. Yeah. Yep. Which is fun. So this is the table you were shooting?
Yeah, this is the table, and I had to move back because the fronts of my shoes were in the shot.
This is neat. Because you're probably only a foot away from this, maybe.
Yeah. I think it was about 12 inches away from the table. Great. It's just that the focus field is so precise, you know, so it goes forever.
Yeah, that's great. That's like a perfect setup for street photography, close-up street photography, because like you can shoot from the hip, and as long as they're more than like a foot away from you, you're good.
Yeah. Everything's going to be in focus. I think if you have the lens wide open at 4.5, everything from 18 inches to infinity is being focused.
Yeah, no, that'd be like a perfect close-in. You could do that in clubs. You put in some film and push it to 3200 or something, and go in there. It would be like great for like like concert photography, like being right in the pit, right up on the stage. Yeah, that'd be great.
I think the grain on the wood stood out quite well, you know.
Oh yeah, it's got a little bit of a texture to it. Yeah, that's neat. It's nice to have a wide angle, super sharp lens. There we go. That's a good shot to end things on. Very cool. Thanks, guys. Good one. Good show. Congrats on the new car, Wes.
Yeah.
Congrats on the new lens there, Dennis.
Congrats on the new camera.
Yeah. Hopefully I get some shots here. The problem is, I have to go down and scan, and it takes a little bit of time to do that. But I'll probably try to do 4 or 5 at a time. That seems to be about right. Anything less than that, I just spend more time setting it up and taking it down than you do scanning. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
If you do some contact sheets, Mark, with the 4x5, they look like photographs.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They're going to do they do a darkroom class a couple of times a year, and they're getting ready to start one in, I think, April. So they kind of go all the way through, film and darkroom and doing contact sheets, doing using the enlarger, and then they also do some with not the selenium, silver. What is it? I can't think of it now. But they go through all the basic processes all the way through, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll tell you what will do your brain in is when you start using subtractive color filters on the enlarger.
No, I don't know. I don't have to worry about that if it's black and white film. I don't have to worry about that.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, good show. Glad you guys could show up.
Yep.
I've got to get some dinner here. Got the pot roast cooking away.
Nice, yeah.
It's been in there since 9 o'clock this morning, so it should be done.
Oh wow!
I just put it in the crock pot on low, and we should be set. So.
Oh yeah, so it's smelling good over there right now.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's been smelling good since about noon. I'm getting really hungry. So. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care.
Yep.
See you. Take care. Have a good one. All right. Bye.